everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video, and welcome back to the auto show. It's that time of year again. The auto show is back after a couple years away, of course, with the pandemic and everything going on. Now we're going to do the auto show a little bit differently this year on this channel. Typically I'll just do a whole walk around, kind of run around, see everything. We're also going to do that in a sense, but I'm going to try to break down a few more videos on a few more of the cars. The Lotus Emira is here somewhere over there, but I have to start off our kind of general walkthrough video of the auto show today here in front of the Autostarter booth with a couple of heavy hitters behind us. Of course, the Reventon right behind me here, the Elva, which we've seen before, there's the LFA just behind me as well. So in a second, we'll walk around this area, kind of do a quick overview of the cars here. Again, some of them we've seen before on the channel, like I got cut off by an announcement there. But as I was saying, we'll start a walk around video with some of the heavy hitters here, and then we have other things like Chevy over this way, GMC, there's Tesla, there's a few things all scattered around. Like I say, a little bit smaller show this year, but we're still going to walk around and show you guys everything there is to offer, all the crazy cool stuff. Of course, look for some videos on some more individual cars as well. But yeah, let's get started with some of the heavy hitters behind us. At the Autostarter booth, again, a car we've seen before, the McLaren Elva. Of course, McLaren's fully windshieldless and open-top roadster. These do also come with a windshield as well, so you kind of have a choice either or. We have an absolute legend in front of us here, the Lamborghini Reventon. Next to that, we have the LFA, the 4GT Mark II. Again, we've seen this car at Drive Festival. A few of these cars here you guys might notice as well are kind of all owned by the same guy, which is really cool. So we have the 4GT Mark II, we have the Spiker C8, we have a McLaren Senna. This one is actually full carbon fiber, matte carbon fiber body with the orange accents. I think we've seen this car before too. Viper ACR. We have the LaFerrari, which of course, guys, we've seen on this channel many times. It's never a bad day when you're getting to look at a LaFerrari. And then from this same collection, so this is Young Steel's Ford collection here, so they have the LaFerrari here today, and they have the Veyron here, which is now wrapped in all white. You guys might remember, if you've seen this car in person before or on the channel, that it was always kind of white and it had the chrome accents on the door. Well, now it's just fully wrapped white, and again, never a dull time when you get to see a Veyron. We have the Lambo, the Lamborghini LM002. We have the 488 Pista. We have the GT3 Touring, the new 992 GT3 Touring. This one being Pesto, owned by Lucas Scarfoni Photo. And to end off the line here, we got the McLaren SLR 722. And if I sneak around, we have the 2022 Alfa Romeo F1 car. And of course, this one is Valtteri Bottas's. I'm not sure if it's an actual car that raced or just like a replica. But yeah, didn't expect to see kind of a random F1 car beside all these. So there we go, guys. There's a quick run through of the Autoshow booth, and let's go take a look at some of the other cool stuff you might have been able to see back there, and just show you guys what else is here at the auto show. Short hop over to the Grand Touring booth just from Autostrada. So in front of us here we have the brand new Lamborghini Urus Performante. We have Bentayga. We have the Koenigsegg Regera. This one is owned by OB Prestige. I'm not sure if it's for sale or whatever, but it's sitting here. Super awesome. Of course, we saw our first Regera back last summer at the Triple F event, but just always insane to see these cars. From the Regera, we move over here to the 2023 Rolls-Royce Ghost Black Badge. Of course, the Black Badge kind of Rolls-Royce's more upscale version of the cars. The Spirit of Ecstasy comes in all black. You got a few more different designs. We got that nice single pinstripe that goes all down the side. We got some other matching red accents. The camera probably won't pick it up, but on the inserts of the wheels you have carbon fiber. We have the Aston Martin DBX. Beside us here, this is actually the DBX 707, so the ultimate version of the DBX that there is, and these things actually sound insane in person. They got the 4-liter twin-turbo V8 in there, so same engine as before, but just tuned up a lot more. And then beside that, we have the Polestar stand, where we have the Polestar 2. Of course, new fully electric vehicle. Obviously, the predecessor, or I guess the successor to the Polestar 1, which I think they still sell. I'm not too familiar with Polestar, but definitely something to check out in the future. Let's come around the back here, guys, and take a quick look at the back of these cars. So, again, the DBX, the Ghost Black Badge, the Regera, which just looks absolutely insane. And this is also the Regera with the Ghost package. So the Ghost package, of course, gives you the extra little flicks. On the side there, a couple more little carbon flicks up at the front as well, and a few other small design things over to kind of the regular, if you will, cars. And then again, we have the Bentayga there and the Urus Performante down at the end. So in front of us here we have, I guess, a bit of the FAF stand. So we have the 2019 911 GT3R race car in the full FAF livery. Of course, kind of very, very Canadian. We have the kind of lumberjack plaid design. Moving on from the 911 R race car, we have a brand new McLaren Artura. Of course, McLaren's new, I guess, entry-level supercar. Twin turbo V6 with an electric motor as well. Finished here in the always awesome McLaren orange. And then last but not least, over here, guys, we have a Novatec Ferrari F8. This is from FAF Tuning. I think in the blue Corsa paint. I'm not sure what the paintwork is. The paint's awesome. Of course, if you guys know me, I've said it many, many times before. I love my blues. But yeah, I've never actually seen the Novatec F8, and this is also an F8 Spider that I've just noticed. So you can see it's got the full folding back hardtop. But yeah, Novatec, I think the wheels definitely are the Novatec style wheels. You can see the kind of more wide body look to it. We've got this new little carbon fiber lip spoiler edition. It's got carbon fiber accents around the engine cover. Of course, the actual engine itself has carbon fiber. And yeah, carbon fiber here over the side intakes for the door handle. The side skirts all in full carbon fiber. And we got a new front lip, which is all carbon fiber as well. But yeah, definitely awesome to see these. And again, never seen really any of the Novatec cars, but yeah, the Novatec F8, I like this. Over here in the Chevy booth, not a whole lot of new and exciting stuff, but we have a Camaro convertible. Here we have the Camaro ZL1 2023. Of course, we have just kind of like the regular C8. This is the full 3LT coupe. And up on the stand over there, we have a brand new Corvette ZL6. This one looks like it's fully spec'd out. Got the carbon fiber wheels on there. Of course, we got the full front splitter and everything in carbon fiber. Side skirts, mirrors aren't carbon fiber. Of course, we got that nice big carbon fiber wing on the back of the Z06. Of course, we heard this car at Drive Festival. Sounds absolutely amazing with the new engine that's in here. It really does sound like a 458 in it, or it has more of that European kind of V8 high-pitched noise than like the lower end kind of American muscle grumble that we're more used to. But yeah, really cool to see kind of the evolution so quickly of the C8 platform from that car there, which is again kind of the base model C8, up to the Z06, and of course I'm sure there's that R1 to follow, which if the rumors are true is going to be just a crazy monster of a car. And before we go, guys, we can also check out here the new Chevrolet Silverado. Of course, EVs are the new big thing coming, and this car has been launched for a little while. We've known about it, but kind of cool to see it fully in the flesh. Yeah, it's gorgeous blue color. I'm not sure if it's open yet. We'll maybe try to get into it later. But yeah, you can see it's got this massive bed in the back. Those back seats fold down, so you can see you have just a ton of cargo space back there. Or of course, obviously, if you have passengers, you fold the seat back up. I'm sure you got a lot of passenger space as well. But yeah, really cool to see this thing. It was definitely something I was kind of interested in, just for the fact that, you know, new EV, and as we know, the guys, EVs are a tad boring when they come on out, so it's really cool to see brands like this kind of making an evolution of products I already have. The Silverado is already a kind of a nice, cool truck. Now that it's coming to the EV world, and yeah, I got to admit, of course, the blue is kind of helping as well, but the overall design of this car, or this truck I should say, is really nice. I like it. And just for a quick comparison before we leave Chevy, guys, you can see here's kind of the regular Silverado, if you will, the regular, of course, gas-powered version with this really cool, like, dual hammock chair looking thing attachment on the back. I don't know, this is definitely cool. Definitely, I guess, a cool addition if you're going camping. Of course, if anybody has a Silverado with this setup and wants to maybe try driving on the road with people sitting on there, let me know. Of course, I'm kidding, guys. Definitely don't want to try that. I'm sure you would definitely get hurt if you try that out. But on a side note, maybe we need to do this. And as we move along, we come to this beast of a vehicle, which is by Rochelle. Not exactly sure how to pronounce that properly. If I butchered it, I'm sorry. You can roast me down in the comments. But yeah, this big, what they call the Senator APC, just a massive piece of kit. Always cool. You got a ladder on the back of it. And yeah, I'm guessing this is just designed to be like a people carrier if you're out in the field in like a military zone. We got a nice little turret up at the top there, very obviously bulletproof windows. Don't know if we're able to see anything inside, Of the interior. This thing is also super tall. I'm not exactly the tallest guy in the world. I'm right around 5'11", and we can see here I'm standing beside the side mirror of the car, and yeah, basically the bottom of the side mirror is at my forehead. So the mirror on this car is about as high off the ground as I am. So yeah, this thing definitely a monster. Get a quick look at the engine bay in there, but yeah, I couldn't walk by without showing you guys this absolute beast of a vehicle. And I'm gonna guess that these are only for military use, or I guess use out in the field. I don't know if you can buy one for yourselves, but if you can buy these as a civilian, yeah, but definitely cool to see one of these rolling down the streets. Very intimidating also. Continuing with the EV trend, we have the Hummer EV here in front of us. We saw this briefly at Drive Festival back in September. But yeah, I think I said then, a lot of people have said it, and I'm still going to stick with it. Currently, I think this is the coolest EV that you can buy that's available right now. We just saw the VinFast stuff, which is coming up, which is more, I guess, a bit more family friendly. But you can see here the Hummer with the fully, the roof panels that come off fully, so 2 at the front, 2 at the rear. You can take that bar out in the middle as well if you really want to, so you can have the full open top experience. Really nice interior. We got the nice big screen there. Of course, we got nice leather two-tone in this as well. This is, of course, the Edition 1, so this is the one that comes fully loaded right from factory. Of course, we have the truck bed in the back, so you can easily haul everything you need with you. And yeah, just a really cool vehicle. Open up the driver door for a second here, get a better look at the interior. You can see all the things going on there. And yeah, like I said, just really cool. But of course, if you guys follow the Stradman and have seen one of his recent videos, you'll know the bit of the nightmare that he had with his car, with problems with the EV charging and something wrong with the car. So again, like I said, EVs are still new. They're not the most refined thing. But yeah, if you could only buy one EV right now, I think the Hummer EV is the car that I would be purchasing. Alright, so then if you guys aren't really maybe a fan of the big SUV over there, you can have the Hummer EV bicycle, which actually looks really cool. I'm not sure I want to know how much this thing costs, but anyways, definitely kind of cool. And I guess if you want to have the combo, you can have the 2. Then here, guys, we also have the new the Sierra EV. Looks a little similar to the Silverado. Not gonna lie, but yeah, definitely cool. Another entry into the new EV world, of course, with the Hummer EV. And again, the push is coming towards EVs, and you know what? If you guys know me, or I guess most people watch this channel, we're all gearheads. We like our big noisy engines, but definitely the way the world's going, and if they keep building more cool looking things like this, Hummer EV, we saw the Silverado earlier, the VinFast cars, then you know what? The future maybe doesn't seem as grim. Quick stats on this car. Again, we're just going to read it off the floor. 754 horsepower, 785 foot-pounds of torque. You can trailer up to 9,500 pounds, and it'll fast charge in 10 minutes. So yeah, so pretty good there. And yeah, again, just another cool EV coming to the market. Let me know what you guys think of this. Quick stop over at the Toyota booth, guys, to check out the new GR car. So of course, the Supra, which we've known for a few years now, the Mark V Supra, the 3-liter inline 6. We have the new GR Corolla here, which is like the ultimate hot hatch version of the Corolla. We can get a little seeping of the engine bay. Not a lot to see there, of course, most of the stuff covered up in plastic, but yeah, the GR Corolla, the super hot hatch. I know a lot of people in North America were kind of annoyed that we didn't also get the GR Yaris, but this is also kind of the bigger brother to the Yaris, so really cool that we get these here in North America, and the brand new GR 86. And we come through this way, guys. We see the OPP stand here with their new C8 police car. Not sure if this is just for the show or official thing, but definitely be intimidating to see one of these coming up behind you, pulling you over. Also probably be the coolest car to ever pull you over, unless of course you go to Dubai and get like hit by a Veyron or something. But yeah, kind of cool to see this beside one of their just more regular SUVs. But yeah, let me know, would you guys be afraid if this rolled up behind you? I definitely know I would, just for most of the fact that, yeah, driving this, they're definitely going to catch me in my Civic. Although if I'm modified enough, the Civic's probably faster. Okay, so quick run through Cadillac, and I couldn't leave here without showing you guys the CT5 the Blackwing, which is kind of the last hurrah with the big engine in it. It's got the 6.2-liter supercharged V8, so they basically stuck the engine from a Corvette inside of this kind of luxury sedan from Cadillac. So if you guys have seen any videos of this, you know it does big smoky burnouts with the rear tires, but also having that classic Cadillac interior, which is all really nice and luxury and refined, and a comfortable place to be. Of course, we have carbon fiber on the back of the seats, which I don't know if you guys will be able to pick up, but yeah, carbon fiber on the back of the seat. So this is kind of the ultimate mix between sports car and luxury. We come over here quickly. We have the new Cadillac Lyric, which is the new full EV vehicle, which has a really nice design to it. We do a quick little walk around. Over here, I guess it's like a little SUV crossover type of deal. Not so sure if I like the design of the back, but overall, pretty cool design. We have another, this is a CT4V over here. So the CT4V Blackwing. So if you don't want something as big as the CT5 over there, you can drop down a little bit and get the CT4. And the main difference between these two is, of course, I said that has a 6.2-liter supercharged V8, basically the Corvette engine. This just has, well, I say just has a twin-turbo V6, 3.6-liter, making 472 horsepower, and you can get this in a 6-speed manual. So I guess this is more of the enthusiast car over that one, which got like the big luxury sports car. This one you can get the manual, a little bit smaller, probably better track feel. So yeah, you have a choice in your Blackwings. And then if we come over here, we have maybe the craziest car that Cadillac currently has, and this is the Escalade V. Now, if you guys know anything about the V badge on there, V badges on a Cadillac are kind of like putting an M badge on a BMW. It's the more hardcore versions of their cars. Of course, as I just mentioned there, with the CT4V and CT4V and CT5V Blackwings. Of course, we've had in the past the CTS Vs and things like that, which are kind of the more beefed up versions of cars. And now they've decided to make the Escalade V, which is essentially a Cadillac Escalade with a Corvette engine in it. We're not going to be able to start this one up inside here, of course, obviously, but if you guys have heard or seen videos on this car, it sounds absolutely wild. The exhaust is super loud from stock. Again, as I said, basically has a Corvette engine in there. This thing makes absolutely no sense, but it's also probably one of the coolest things. And again, it's a Cadillac, so you have your usual levels of luxury in here. We have this new massive screen on the inside that wraps around for the driver, and you have your classic Cadillac luxury. You even have the TVs in the back so people can enjoy some media on the way. We have the seats all the way in the black, so this is a 7-seater car vehicle right here. Yeah, but then you also have that 6.2-liter supercharged engine in the front, which makes absolutely no sense, but yeah, I mean, that's basically the definition of American muscle for you right there. Let's just take our family SUV, stuff the biggest engine we can into it, and we create this monster. We can't come by the Lexus St without checking out the LC500 in this awesome yellow color. Had a ride in one of these a couple years ago. You guys might remember that video from the Strata meet. Big V8 in it, absolutely amazing. Was definitely a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. This is just a regular one with the V8. Of course, they also have the LC500H, which has the hybrid assist in it as well. Slightly smaller engine, but yeah, couldn't come by the Lexus booth without checking out the LC500 because it's probably one of the most awesome cars that they make. So over this section where we have the Lotus Emira, which is a car that I have a lot of interest in, and definitely was excited to see this here today. This is the Lotus Emira first edition. Stay tuned because I'm going to have a kind of a full walkthrough or run-through video coming with this car. And over on this side, guys, we have the Hot Wheels section with some actual Hot Wheels cars, and I guess some cars that are Hot Wheels inspired. So we have the 2014 Star Wars Darth Vader car. Absolutely love this. Again, if you guys know me, you know I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. So if there's any way that this could be actually driven down the street and owned, if I could ever buy one, I would definitely drive this. Just imagine this rolling up to the grocery store. We have this absolutely slammed 2020 Jeep Gladiator. We have the Caravaggio Corvette, or in this case the Caravaggio Super Speeder. Caravaggio, a company that modifies Corvettes. So of course you can see this fully open top roadster design, kind of like a McLaren Elva, like a Aston Martin V12 Speedster. We have a 66 Chevrolet Windsor /300 blend. Not exactly sure what this is, but yeah, I guess a blend of two different old Chrysler models with that absolutely massive engine in there. 1957 Cadillac Series 62 Coupe. Yes, I did just read that off of the card in front of it, but absolutely awesome paint with the kind of the gold paint with the super metallic flake red accent, full white interior. We have the 71 El Camino with like a crazy looking like jetpack or NOS tank in the back. We'll head around the back and check that out. You can see the aggressive headlights, and actually this passenger side headlight has been completely removed in favor of an air intake, so you know that's just feeding air into the engine so you can make more power, which I'm guessing by the not so standard look of this thing makes some serious horsepower. Yeah, 650 horsepower as it says on here, guys. 502 V8 crate engine. This thing has a top speed of 180 miles per hour, so definitely not a slouch. And as I just mentioned, we can come check out the setup at the back here, which has, I think, 2 NOS tanks. It's also built to kind of look like a big jet engine, so this is definitely a crazy entry. And over here we have the Canadian winner for the Hot Wheels Legends Tour, so this is the Canada stop winner. This is a 1973 Celica St. You can see with a not so standard Celica engine. Of course, that's got a big, I'm guessing a big V8 inside of it. Yeah, 5.7 LS V8 with Edelbrock heads. You got the little wide body design on it, cool little painted livery. And yeah, this is super awesome, and yeah, kind of cool to hear to see this is the Canadian winner for the Legends Tour. So I'm hoping maybe one day at some point we'll see this actually turned into a Hot Wheels car that we can all own. Over here we have maybe the craziest Hot Wheels, one of the most famous. We have the 2001 twin mill. So this car is basically 2 supercharged V8s strapped together in the middle. Of course, you sit right there, so if you actually were to sit and drive this car, you have basically no visibility to the road. If you guys have ever played the Forza games, Forza Horizon 4 and 5, you'll know this car is in the game. Absolutely a monster in the game, but you guys know if you go in the cockpit view, you can't see anything. But yeah, kind of one of the more classic Hot Wheels. You can see we have the actual little Hot Wheels toy there. And yeah, the twin mill is just an absolute monster of a car. And I imagine if everything actually works on this, the sound that comes out of these twin engines must be just insanity. And I should mention, guys, also with the twin mill with the 2 V8s, so 2 502 Chevy V8s with the twin blowers, total horsepower output is right around 1,400 horsepower. And in a car that I'm sure weighs nothing, that will be a very scary experience for you to actually get behind the wheel of this thing. A couple other cars in the Hot Wheels section. We have this VW Beetle here in orange, which is nicknamed Clementine, and we have, I guess, a replica of the Starsky and Hutch Ford Gran Torino, of course, with the iconic red paint with the kind of the white stripe design. Of course, we have the light up top there, and we have Starsky and Hutch themselves sitting / standing right behind the car. So yeah, super awesome to see the Hot Wheels here. And in a second we got one more to check out. And then to end off our run of the Hot Wheels cars, we come over here to a car that's pretty famous. Of course, this is the 1968 Gas Monkey Garage Corvette, which you guys might have seen on the TV show or at some other Hot Wheels events down in Dallas. But it's got this crazy gold flake paint, which is reminiscent of the paint that they actually used on the Hot Wheels cars back in the day. Of course, we got the famous red stripe around the wheels that Hot Wheels has. We got this gorgeous white interior, of course manual transmission, and we have this massive engine sticking out of it, again with a big supercharger. And this is also a big block Chevy engine, yeah, 427 Chevy engine. But just the whole thing together, from the crazy, of course, the cool Corvette design, the crazy paint, the crazy blower on here, yeah, this definitely looks like a real life Hot Wheels car.